When we think of the animal kingdom's greatest champions, our minds often jump to the biggest, the fastest, the strongest. We picture the raw power of a lion's roar, or the lightning speed of a cheetah chasing down its prey. These are incredible animals, no doubt about it. But true legendary status isn't just about physical might. It's about something deeper, something far more powerful. It's about an attitude, a refusal to back down no matter the odds. It's about pure, unfiltered fearlessness. This is what truly separates the contenders from the legends in the wild. So, what does it mean to be fearless? It means looking a much larger opponent in the eye and not even considering retreat. It's about having a spirit so fierce that predators many times your size think twice before starting a fight. This quality is rare, and it's what makes certain animals unforgettable. They don't have to be the largest or the swiftest. Their sheer audacity and unbreakable will are their greatest weapons, allowing them to punch far above their weight. Let's embark on an expedition to meet some of these incredible creatures. We're going to explore the stories of 5 animals that have earned a reputation for being utterly fearless. From the dusty plains of Africa to the frozen forests of the north, these animals demonstrate that courage is the ultimate game changer. They prove that a determined spirit can overcome brute force, and that sometimes the most dangerous thing in the wild isn't the one with the biggest teeth, but the one with the biggest heart and the most relentless will to survive. So forget everything you thought you knew about what makes an animal tough. We're not just looking at size or speed, we're diving into the psychology of survival, into the very essence of what it takes to stare down danger and win. Get ready to meet the true legends of the animal kingdom, the ones who teach us that the most important battle is often the one fought in the mind. Their stories are a powerful reminder that attitude can, and often does, change everything when your life is on the line. Our first fearless champion, a creature that has become a living legend for its absolute refusal to give up, the honey badger. Don't let its small size fool you. Pound for pound, one of the most tenacious fighters on the planet. Found across Africa and Asia with an attitude that far outweighs its modest frame, it walks with a swagger, a rolling gait that dares anything in its way. Its reputation is so formidable that even top predators like lions and leopards often decide a confrontation isn't worth it. The honey badger's diet includes some of the most dangerous animals you can imagine. It will take on venomous snakes, digging them out of burrows, shrugging off bites lethal to most creatures. Thick, loose skin prevents deep fang penetration. Even if a puff adder or a cobra injects venom, the honey badger might nap, then finish its meal. But snakes are just the beginning, fighting off packs of hyenas, standing ground against a full-grown lion. They use powerful claws, sharp teeth, and sheer unrelenting aggression to turn the tables on larger foes. A honey badger doesn't know how to back down. It will charge, bite, and claw relentlessly until the attacker flees. It operates on a simple principle. Attack is the defense and keeps going long after others would surrender. What makes it so fearless? A perfect storm of biology and fiery temperament. Thick, rubbery skin is almost impossible to grip. Stamina is seemingly endless. Spirit is utterly unbreakable. It doesn't calculate odds or measure size. It sees a challenge and meets it head on. The honey badger, stubborn, outrageously brave, survival perfected. Journeying to the frozen remote wildernesses of the northern hemisphere, we encounter our next fearless contender, the wolverine. Known by nicknames like skunk bear and glutton, the wolverine is a solitary creature with a reputation for ferocity that echoes through the snowy mountains it calls home. Weighing no more than a medium-sized dog, this powerhouse of the mustelid family possesses strength and determination far beyond its size. It's built for survival in the harshest environments, and its attitude is as tough as the frozen ground it roams. The wolverine is a master of opportunism and sheer grit. It often survives by scavenging, but won't hesitate to take on animals many times its size to steal a meal. There are documented accounts of wolverines driving away entire wolf packs from a kill. They've even stood up to grizzly bears, using ferocity and a total lack of fear to intimidate massive predators. A wolverine on a mission for food is a terrifying force of nature, snarling, charging, forcing apex predators to pause and reconsider. What gives the wolverine this courage? Powerful jaws that can crush bone, long claws for climbing and digging, a thick hide that offers protection, but its true weapon is relentless energy and aggression. A wolverine doesn't do brief skirmishes. It launches into all-out war. It will harass, harry, bite, and claw from every angle, until the larger animal gives up from exhaustion. It's a battle of attrition. The wolverine outlasts anyone. Living in a desolate, unforgiving landscape has forged the wolverine into pure tenacity. Food is scarce. Every meal is a victory fought for. The constant struggle strips away fear. For the wolverine, hesitation isn't an option. It must be bold, it must be aggressive, and it must be willing to fight anything between it and its next meal. This small, solitary hunter is a true ghost of the mountains, a legend whose bravery is as vast and untamed as the wilderness itself. From the frozen north we travel to the murky, sun-drenched waters of the world's tropical rivers and wetlands. Here lurks an ancient predator, a living fossil perfected over millions of years for one purpose: ambush. The crocodile is a master of patience and explosive power. It can lie perfectly still for hours like a harmless floating log, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. It doesn't need to chase its prey, it lets the prey come to it. And when it attacks, it moves with terrifying speed and force. It uses legendary bite force, the strongest, to clamp down and drag prey into the water. The struggle is brief and decisive. Its fearlessness isn't loud displays, but an unshakable confidence in its power, an apex predator commanding its domain with silent authority. It will take on almost anything at the water's edge, regardless of size or strength. Wildebeest, buffalo, young elephants. In the water, a crocodile is a fluid, powerful hunter. Its tail propels it like a torpedo, its armored skin protects it. Not brave like a honey badger, its fearlessness is instinctual, virtually unbeatable in its element. A cold, calculating predator with patience as its most intimidating trait. It will wait as long as it takes. The strike is where raw power is unleashed. It explodes from the water with breathtaking speed, a chaotic whirlwind of teeth and muscle. The ambush shocks and overwhelms, leaving no time to escape. Strategy, wait, surprise, dominate, earned not by manic energy, but cold, ancient certainty. It fears nothing because, in its watery kingdom, it is the undisputed tyrant. Our next journey takes us deep into the rainforests of New Guinea and northeastern Australia, home to an animal that looks like it walked straight out of the prehistoric past. The cassowary is a large, flightless bird often called the world's most dangerous bird, and for very good reason. With its vibrant blue neck, bony casque on its head, and piercing stare, it's an intimidating sight. But its most formidable feature, powerful legs and feet. Each foot has 3 toes with an inner toe bearing a massive dagger-like claw, up to 5 inches long. The cassowary is a notoriously shy and reclusive bird, preferring to keep to itself in the dense forest. However, when it feels cornered or threatened, its temperament changes in an instant. It transforms from a quiet forager into a fearsome fighter. A cassowary does not hesitate to defend itself, and its method of attack is brutally effective. It will leap into the air and kick forward with its powerful legs, using its razor-sharp claws to slash and disembowel any perceived threat. This attack is swift, accurate, and can be incredibly damaging, even to humans. This bird's fearlessness is rooted in its potent defensive capabilities. It knows it possesses a weapon that can inflict serious injury, and it is not afraid to use it. While most birds would flee from danger, the cassowary will often stand its ground, hiss and puff up its feathers, giving a clear warning to back off. If that warning is ignored, it will charge without a second thought. Its reputation alone is often enough to keep predators at bay. Few animals in its native habitat are willing to risk a confrontation with this dagger-footed dinosaur. What makes the cassowary so unique is that its fearsome nature is almost purely defensive. It isn't a predator that hunts large animals, but a frugivore that eats fallen fruit. Its aggression is a tool for survival, a way to protect itself and its young in a forest full of dangers. Its refusal to back down is a powerful reminder that even seemingly peaceful animals can possess a warrior spirit when pushed. The cassowary is living proof that you should never judge a book by its cover, especially if that cover has a 5-inch claw ready to strike. Finally, we turn our attention to the largest land animal on Earth, a creature whose fearlessness comes not from aggression, but from immense power, deep intelligence, and an unbreakable social bond: the elephant. Elephants are often seen as gentle giants. They are highly social, emotional beings that form powerful family ties. When a member of their herd is threatened, especially a young calf, their gentle nature vanishes, replaced by unyielding courage and formidable strength. Few predators would dare to challenge them. An adult elephant is a walking fortress. Its sheer size is a deterrent, and it's the willingness to use that size that makes it fearless. A mother elephant will not hesitate to charge a pride of lions to protect her baby. She will swing her massive head. She will use her tusks as powerful weapons. She will unleash a trumpet of rage that can send predators running. This isn't reckless aggression. It's a calculated, controlled display of power to protect loved ones. The true source of their courage is their social structure. An elephant is never truly alone. When danger appears, the herd forms a protective circle around the young, adults facing outward. That united front is almost impenetrable. They communicate with rumbles and calls, coordinating defense with remarkable intelligence. This collective courage, each member standing and fighting for the others, makes the herd formidable. Unlike other animals, the elephant's fearlessness is tied to empathy and loyalty. It fights for family safety, not for a meal. It understands loss and protection. This emotional intelligence elevates its courage. An elephant standing its ground against hyenas or lions is not just strength, it's love and sacrifice, proving the biggest hearts often belong to the biggest animals. We've journeyed across the globe from the African savanna to the Australian rainforest, meeting 5 incredible animals: the honey badger, the wolverine, the crocodile, the cassowary, the elephant, each one a master of its own domain, each one defined by a spirit that refuses to be broken. They are all vastly different in size, shape, and strategy, but they share one crucial trait: an unshakable fearlessness that allows them to defy the odds. Their stories prove that in the brutal arena of the wild, a fight is not just a physical contest, it is a battle of wills. This incredible quality of fearlessness completely changes the dynamic of any confrontation. It turns a small animal into a giant, and a defensive encounter into an all-out assault. When a honey badger charges a lion, it's not just attacking, it's sending a message that it will not be intimidated. When a wolverine drives a bear off a kill, it demonstrates that tenacity can triumph over raw power. This mental fortitude, this absolute refusal to accept defeat, is the ultimate weapon. It can make predators hesitate, retreat, and ultimately decide that the fight simply isn't worth the risk. Attitude is therefore the true measure of a legend. While size provides power and speed provides an advantage, it is the unwavering will to survive and dominate that creates an icon. These animals have earned their reputations not just by winning fights, but by being willing to start them against impossible odds. They embody the idea that courage is a force of nature in itself, capable of bending the rules of the animal kingdom. Their legacy is a powerful lesson that the outcome of a battle is often decided before the first blow is even struck. Now, as our expedition comes to a close, we are left with a lingering question. We have seen the relentless fury of the honey badger, the stubborn grit of the wolverine, the cold confidence of the crocodile, the defensive fury of the cassowary, and the loyal courage of the elephant. Each is a champion of fearlessness in its own right. But which one truly embodies this spirit more than any other? Which of these incredible creatures do you think is the most fearless animal on Earth? The answer, I suspect, says as much about what we value in courage as it does about the animals themselves.